Full international travel could be dashed for years after the government dumped its vaccine target. We have reporters standing by to cover every angle of the vaccine fallout this morning. First, Gabrielle Boyle, who's at Sydney Airport. Gabby, good morning to you. Qantas has responded. What are they saying?
Yeah, good morning, Carl. Well, they say they're not changing their plans as yet, but they are closely monitoring the situation and they will be liaising with the federal government. The hope of Qantas was that by October 31st, they would have been able to operate some type of regular international services. They were hoping that Australians could be coming and going from here and that we could be attracting international visitors as well. But with the AstraZeneca complications and the pushback of Australians being immunised, that is looking increasingly unlikely. It could be early next year, in fact, before enough Australians are vaccinated that we can open our borders and welcome guests and send Australians safely overseas as well. This is a massive setback, not only for our tourism sector, for our airlines as well, but for families and friends who are desperately hoping to get overseas and have long overdue catch-ups. Carl, the reality is many tourism experts are saying it could be 2023, even 2024 before our airline sector.
The government defended its decision to allow some return travellers to cut short their hotel quarantine. State political reporter Andrew Lund.
As more international travellers touched down at Tullamarine, the state government confirmed a legal review process that will allow certain arrivals to cut short their stay in quarantine.
And we're talking about exceptional circumstances.
What is the point of paying lawyers to question whether people should go into hotel quarantine? It's a pretty simple rule. If you're coming from overseas and you want to come to Victoria, you've got to do hotel quarantine.
But the acting Premier insists some discretion is necessary.
Circumstances such as an unaccompanied minor travelling to Australia, not being in hotel quarantine for the full 14 days.
Quarantine rules will likely remain in place until the national vaccine rollout is complete. In the past 24 hours, 9,616 Victorians were vaccinated as part of the Commonwealth program, with another 3,478 doses delivered by state clinics. Just over 298,000 Victorians have now received the jab, less than 5% of the state's population.
Scott Morrison had one job, which was to get the rollout of the vaccine right, and it is a shambles.
Victoria is still waiting to hear back from Canberra after suggesting the state's stockpile of 80,000 vaccines be redirected to GPs.
We have